Hello and welcome to an episode of Coffee with SamPaul at Prospect at Cafe Komodo, and I'm joined today by the lovely Nona,
Yay.
who is a comedian amongst other things, but we'll maybe come across those.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for having me.
No, absolute pleasure. I should probably ask what you're drinking today. It's always good to know what kind of coffee people have.
So I am a basic bitch and I just get flat white.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah. I'm so actually thirsty for this.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Fuck yeah. Sorry, are we allowed to swear?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes, you are. When I put it on YouTube, I clicked the not suitable for children.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just in case. For someone like myself who knows, I guess who you are, but maybe doesn't know how you got started, could you maybe give me a little bit of a background? Because that'll give me ideas for other questions.
Yeah,
more probing questions.
I said talk. Well, let's see. Like I don't know. I've been doing comedy about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
But before that, I was heavily into like the burlesque and stripping scene. Yeah. And
Wow, I did not expect that.
Did you not know this?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So
I feel like the burlesque, maybe I had an inkling, but the stripping, no.
Yeah. Big old stripper here. But yeah, so I did that for like years and years.
So you started when you're like 3, 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you can't be that old.
I was no, this is turning. No, so I did that, and then I've been obsessed with comedy since I was a kid. Like,
sorry, I can't stop laughing.
Are you just like nervous because you're around an ex-stripper?
Yeah, no, not at all. No, it's not that. It's just that, I don't know, like, to me, you're like a star. Like, I feel somewhat starstruck. I really do.
No, honestly, no.
To you?
No. So I don't even know what I was saying. Comedy. Yes, I've been obsessed with comedy. But basically, in the stripping world, there's these big competitions. Like, have you heard of Miss Nude Australia?
Heard of them, yeah.
Miss Firm and stuff like that.
Miss Firm.
Yeah. But like, so what happens is there's an MC for it, like throughout the night, because they're massive. Like
that was
the girls.
The thing you do, MC.
Yeah. So the girls win $10,000, right?
Wow.
If they win, it's like a whole proper thing. But like, essentially, I think one time they couldn't find an MC or something, and they asked me to MC because I think I tried comedy once, and they were like, you just fill in, and then it just kind of
snowballed. Yeah,
and I was like, I really enjoy doing this. So
right. Okay. Yeah. Very cool. I'm curious to know sort of, who would be some of your influences in the comedic world? I'm guessing you've got a few, probably.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, like, people like Dave Chappelle, Ricky Gervais, big Ricky Gervais fan. Love Ricky Gervais. Kitty Flanagan.
Oh, yeah, she is good.
She's so funny.
I haven't seen her in a while, but
her delivery of stuff is just like, yeah, sorry, like, when you have to like I watch heaps of shit, but I'm like, I don't, just off the top of my head, I'm like,
no, that's all right. That's all cool. We're all friends here.
Yeah. It'll come back to me. I'll be like, I'll be driving home and I'm like,
I want to come back though really quickly to, you mentioned Ricky Gervais. Now, my relationship with Ricky Gervais has been a bit
hit and miss
as well. Like, for example, and I'm going to probably get a lot of hate for this, but like The Office, I can't stand the British one. I like the, maybe because I saw the American one first, I don't know, but then I saw this show, I think it was called Dave or something like that. It was like only 2 seasons and he plays like a...
Oh, no, I know. What, Derek.
And that was actually really enjoyable. I found it quite funny.
He is a very skilled writer in terms of like making like things have heart.
Yeah.
Because Derek is like, the actual show is quite beautiful. Like,
it is. Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of heart and meaning to it, but there's also, like, these insane things that they, like, touch on and stuff. To me, it's, like, a really good balance.
Yeah.
The English Office, though, I will say, is extremely dry.
Coming back to Ricky, though, like, going back to what I said before about how I started watching more reels and stuff like that, occasionally he's popped up now, and I'm like, okay, look, I'll give him another go. Yeah. And his stand-up, oh my God, absolutely fucking hilarious. Yeah. Like, and I thought, wow, this guy is, like, so good. Anyway, we're talking about everything except for, like,
we're talking about everything, and it's great. This is good.
Well, I mean, the show is a conversation.
Let's talk about social media, because I love social media.
Me too.
But I think I really like watching the evolution of social media and how far it's come and everything. Like, and with the reels and stuff. Yeah. What I don't like is how much effort you have to put into social media now. Yeah. I'm just like, do you remember just taking a photo and being like, yeah nice filter, done?
Yeah, no, I do agree. It seems to become, I mean, yeah, it seems to be becoming more and more efforts required to... I think that's indicative, though, of, like, our attention spans as well.
Yeah,
like, you think about it, like music, for example. I mean, there's still songs out there that go for longer and longer times, and, you know, but you're not getting many songs that I'm aware of anyway that are like Metallica style, where 7-minute long songs, you know. Like Linkin Park, for example, a lot of their songs are 3 minutes or even a little bit less sometimes, you know.
Okay.
But then, you know, you could argue that it's been an evolution that used to be like that, then they went longer, and now they're shortening again.
I was going to say, because like old school punk was like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like do-do-do-do, done.
But yeah, I think you know, keeping someone's attention with just a photo and a bit of text is just not really cutting it a lot of the time.
No, true.
You know?
That's a very good point.
But
I just hate how like everything is like really good quality stuff now as well. Like people are like super investing like proper money into gear for this stuff as we talk into a proper camera and proper microphone. But you know what I mean.
Oh, you should have seen season 1 though. I did it with a mobile phone with a splitter coming out of the headphone jack with 2 microphones.
Love it.
No, it was terrible. Because like if say for example you were quieter than me, I couldn't turn you up because it would turn me up at the same time.
Tricky.
So yeah, but no, you're right. I mean, but then, you know, in my opinion, I think some of the beauty still lies in that simplicity. Like, for those that know me or follow me, you know, on social media, would know that I do a daily post where, like, it's like I take a lesson that maybe I've learned recently or a lesson from my past or something that's happened, and I put it into words explaining, you know, like how that has become part of my life, right, and what I've taken from that. And it's always just done with a photo. The funny thing about that is that I've got this reputation now as being a heavy coffee drinker, which is not true. This is my second for the day, and the only reason I'm having a second today is because we're filming a second episode today. Otherwise...
I drink so much coffee.
Yeah, see,
this is
I
my
don't.
Fourth. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're a boss.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I think you just build up a tolerance. I don't know. But yeah, I drink so much.
Although I did read once, years ago, this is before you could just Google stuff, so I never really Googled it to confirm, but I did read somewhere that if you are dehydrated or not drinking enough water, that coffee can actually have the opposite effect. And instead of, you know, like perking you up, it can actually make you...
Would not surprise me. Yeah. It's so bad for you.
Yeah, I think everything in moderation, really, when it comes down to it. But yeah, but... Do you have any tips? Seeing as we're talking social media just a second ago, before we diverted to coffee, do you have any like sort of suggestions, tips, or anything like that for people, like how you keep your sort of shit going?
I don't know. Like, I'm not very good at it at all in terms of like. I think I got a bit of a following when I was stripping, so it was just like thirsty dudes that were like. And to be fair, like my material at the time was heaps more thirsty because I was like, it was a business. Like I was like, come see me at work, and I was like, but I don't know. Like I get a bit overwhelmed if I start to think too much. Like when you watch those like how-to social media posts or whatever, they're like post once a day. Then it got to like post twice a day. Then it was like. you know, that they actually count the seconds of how long your reel should be and like all of this.
Or even the time of day of that particular day.
Yes, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think just, to be the average person to keep up on top of that without a team, it's a big ask.
It is. And I think that
I think have fun with it.
Yeah, that's
post
a great...
what you want to post.
That is great.
Depends look at what you want to do with it, I guess. Like...
Yeah,
like sometimes I'm like, I'm terrible in the sense that I will go like a week without posting, and then I'll post like every day for a week. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know, when I feel like it.
I'm sort of like that, but I do try to be consistent with the one post that I do. But even lately, I've been thinking, you know what, I just can't be bothered today, you know. And
that's like totally, I get that. Do you know what, like, for comedians, there's been this heaps massive like movement on social media about like everyone's uploading some kind of clip of crowd work. Everyone's doing it because I think they've seen certain people blow up from it. And that's become a massive thing. So now it's like, do you try and blow up online to end up touring and that kind of stuff, or do you do the hard work on stage and all of that kind of stuff? Do you know what I mean? Like it's such an interesting line at the moment.
For me, I kind of feel like doing the hard work on stage kind of has the potential to have more longevity. I feel like anything that starts on social media tends to kind of have a shorter lifespan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously not a hard and fast rule, but as a general rule, I feel like that's the case. And you know, like coming back to what you're saying about how, like, you know, we're expecting to do so much more to get engagement and that. What I find works best for me is I just post when I feel like, you know, like if I'm doing something that I think's kind of either exciting for me, which obviously will translate in what I post, or that I think other people might enjoy, that's when I do stuff.
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to post, it's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, that's best time to get I better jump on in and,
I know,
you know.
I wish I could be a bit more assertive about it, but I'm just like, it's a lot of effort to ask someone.
It is. The cool thing though is that now how Facebook is monetized. So if you like choose to, you can go down the route of becoming someone that actually can make money. Like
and so is Instagram and TikTok and that kind of stuff. I just don't know how.
We can talk later if you want, because I don't know how, because I'll be honest with you, I never set out to be some sort of social media person, but somehow I've managed to amass 6.4 thousand followers.
That's amazing.
And it's not because of my music. It's just because I just post shit all the time, and like I'm even making reasonably decent money every month now, which I don't even know how
That's amazing.
It is amazing, but it's like if I could understand why or how or what I'm doing that's actually creating this, I could, you know.
My people will call your people.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea how to set it. I get like overwhelmed. I'm like, Meta, what? Why?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Funny you mentioned Meta, because my son actually has a virtual reality headset, which is by Meta. It was made by a different company, but Meta bought them out. So now it's called a Meta Quest.
Has he smashed into things?
No, actually the Meta, I will say, and again, this comes probably down to the company that made it, not Meta themselves, because it was made by Oculus originally, but they got bought out by Meta. But compared with the one he used to have, because I got him a PlayStation one a few years ago for Christmas, and he decided he wanted to sell it and upgrade to the Meta, which was actually financially a downgrade because it's actually cheaper. And it's actually so much better. With the PlayStation 1, he needed to map out 2 by 2 meters square.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, so he didn't trip over it.
When something's too much effort.
Exactly. Whereas and he needed the PlayStation to operate it. Whereas now, the one he's got now, it's fully functional in the headset, and there's no limitations on the space. It actually comes down more to the game he's playing.
It's so weird.
It is. But I tell you, it's such a trip. Like I was telling him the other day how when I was a kid, our virtual reality was the game glove, the power glove for the Nintendo. Where you could put that glove on and go like that, and your character would punch on screen. You know, and now it's like literally you're immersed in this completely different world. And he was telling me, this will blow your mind. He was telling me there's a thing, I forget what they call it. I think another name for it is augmented reality, but there's a word he uses, And basically what it means is that in the game, it'll map your room that you're playing in and incorporate
Yeah, I've
that.
heard of this.
Yeah, and it's like, man, is it any wonder Neo got so caught up in the Matrix? Because like it was a blend of reality and fiction, and
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It is, but it's...
The word Oculus just feels like dystopian.
It does, doesn't it?
Like Oculus is this thing. Like, I don't know.
I feel like a movie should be made about a dystopian, if that's how you say it, world, and it could be called
Oculus.
Actually, you know what? I actually watched the TV show. I can't think what it's called now, but it was actually based around that idea. This guy and his sister, they were big gamers, and this company used to send them the different VR headsets to try out, and then they get this particular one, and it starts kind of blending their real life.
It's not Black Mirror.
No, but I've heard that's supposed to be very good, but it's one on my to-do list. Now this was, because isn't Black Mirror kind of...
Each episode is its own.
But isn't it kind of more like based quite heavily on real life? Like...
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Because I thought it was like showing you the dark side to tech, in a sense.
No, like, I mean it does, but in the sense that it's like each episode is set up in a whole different world, or like, I'm shooing them for you.
No, that's all right, go sure away. Where can people find you?
Oh yeah.
If they want to come and have a good laugh.
This banging on about social media.
Yeah.
You can find me on all socials at Miss Nona Mona. Yeah.
Sounds
thanks
good.
so much.
No, thank you. You took the words right. I was about to say that to you first. You beat me to it. But no, thank you so much for coming on the show and having a good laugh and a coffee. And
thanks for the coffee. That was good coffee.
And thanks to Cafe Komodo too for, even though I didn't ask them for permission, thank you for having us.